JID just dropped a new album, and the internet is going crazy. What's going on? You just landed at Taboo Talks with Najee Scott, and we about to get into this new album drop by JID, God Does Like Ugly. So 3 years seems like a long time, right? But don't get it twisted. JID has definitely been active during that time. He received 3 Grammy nominations, including Best Rap Album for his work on Dreamville's Revenge of the Dreamers 3 and Best Rap Performance for the song Down Bad. He was also featured on Katy Perry's song Artificial from her album 143. He also collaborated with Offset on the song Bodies, which was featured on his latest album. And for those of you who don't know, Metro Boomin and JID are reportedly working on a collaborative album. Now that's gonna be crazy. Some of you might also remember seeing him on Tiny Desk back in like 2022, and then I'm sure most of you will remember the Dollar in the Dream tour. But was all of this worth the wait? Now on JID's new album, God Does Like Ugly, we got a whole bunch of features, and a lot of them I was super surprised to see. From Sierra to Vince Staples to The Clips, Westside Gunna, Ty Dolla $ign, Don Toliver, Jesse Reyes. I mean, the list goes on and on. So let's talk about my 3 favorite songs on the record. First, I'm going with Glory, Community, and then For Keeps. But actually, that's not in any particular order. I like all of them quite equally, but I probably would go with For Keeps as far as the message, especially since I'm a father. Now, if you don't know who JID is, you probably living under a rock, but the internet is definitely in full support of the new album, from your everyday fans to celebrities. Take a look. So we've had a lot of releases this week, and currently, JID's new album, God Does Like Ugly, is currently sitting at number 13 on Apple's Music Top Album charts. The new album is being positively received critically and by fans of lyrical hip-hop. And on Pop Vortex, which tracks iTunes USA album charts, it sits at number 4. NPR's New Music Friday also highlighted God Does Like Ugly as a top release. Now, by the time you see this, some of that information might have changed slightly, but that's where it's sitting at right now, at the time where I am right now on the West Coast. If you're not familiar with who JID is, just know you got some research to do, because this is his 4th studio album. JID is known for prioritizing lyricism and storytelling, and with this album, he further sharpens his pen and stretches his technical skills, aiming to showcase even greater complexity and depth in his craft. Following the critical acclaim of his previous album, The Forever Story, this album presented an opportunity for JID to build that momentum and demonstrate continued growth and evolution as an artist. In essence, God Does Like Ugly represents a pivotal moment for JID, not only to showcase his continued growth and artistic exploration, but also to potentially expand his audience and solidify his legacy as a top-tier artist in the current hip-hop landscape. So if you're watching this right now, what I need you to do is let me know who is your favorite feature on the album. Also, what's your top 3 favorite songs? How long have you been in tune with JID? And what do you feel about this album in comparison to the last one? Now, I just need you to remember to stay in tune for your daily boom with Taboo Talk and Najee Scott. And with that, it's a wrap for today's topic.